Hi everybody, welcome to Monkey Island Madness on a Friday morning. I'm going to quickly letter the art that I worked on yesterday, and I'm sorry the recording for the wax strips did not take, so there's not a recording of that, but I think the recording from the day before when I drew the crayons is still there. So I've already gone ahead and spaced it out. I wrote it out. I used the stencil, wrote it out, figured out my spacing, and now I'm ready to put it onto the art. And I just, I'm going to use, well, I was going to use this Dylusions acrylic ink pen, and now it's not wanting to write. What the heck? It wrote just fine a minute ago. Doesn't want to write on the crayon, doesn't want to write at all. And this is taped live over at Ustream TV. And I am talking to a live audience. Now I wish Galena was here because she said she had problems with these pens as well. So I don't know what that's about, and I don't know what they said about cleaning it. I don't know. I think I have. All right, the ink is coming out, see up there, but it's not flowing down to the tip. What the heck is that about? You can take that tip right out. Oh man, I'm going to go get the new one. I don't dare use this piece of crap. Really, now I got ink on my fingers, which is equally as dangerous. I've got another one, I'm pretty sure, so I will go get a brand new one, and if these crap out on me, they're going back. Sherry had talked about it. Galena had said something about it, Paula, and then Sherry chimed in and said that they're pieces of crap. Hang on, I'll be right back. I've got a different crayon. Oh, that was not going to work. Well, that plan is not going to work because it doesn't have that fine nib. I forgot, the Craft Smart don't have that fine nib. So, now I'm going to have to find, I have Sharpie pens. I'm not sure if the Sharpie pen is going to work on the crayon, but this would work fine too. I was really hoping that acrylic pen would work. Well, I'll just take them back. See, I'm not buying your crap. Let's try it with the Sharpie pen. I have two versions of a Sharpie pen. This one just is not as dark black, and I want black. I also have, and I could do the outline with this, and then, who was it? Kathy Arbor told me about the microperm, secure microperm. She said they write on anything. So, and the microns might work too, so I don't know. We have options. Options. These are brand new. I just got these at Sam's. They had a great deal on these, so, but that black is not very black. Maybe the Micron will work. Let's do the Micron. And if we have trouble with that, at least we have multiples of these. If we crap one of these out, use paint. I'm not that proficient with paint, Paula. I want this to be really, really nice. And yeah, I can't do the paint thing. That's why I was hoping the acrylic pen would work, because you get the benefits of the acrylic product in a very controllable utensil, you know what I mean? The Micron seems to be working okay. And actually the color, the background of this, I actually had spread out with mineral spirit. So I'm not writing, until I get over here to the drips, I'm not writing directly on top of the wax. And I'm just going to draw the outline, and then I'll go back in and fill in. But yeah, I'm not that good with paint, Paula. I'm really not. I almost started writing count. Count your blessings, but it's color your world. Duh. Let's see. I'm at the center point. Let's see where I'm supposed to be. Yep. I know this is really stimulating, but I don't know if you guys, of course it didn't come out on the recording. I had done all the spacing and everything before I hit record, so if you watch this on recording and you want me to do that again, it's not that hard. Now I need to pay attention, make sure that I spell everything right, right? Microperm sounds like a bad hairstyle. I hear you, Julie. I had one permanent in my entire life. It's the only thing I've ever done to my hair. I've never colored my hair. I've never put anything on my hair. Rarely will I even use hairspray. And I have a lot of hair. So if you can imagine, and I'm short, and I had very long hair, but I wanted one of those kinky hairstyles that were popular probably in the 70s and 80s. And so I got a permanent. Oh my God. I was just a hairball. I mean, walking down the street, I couldn't even get a brush through my hair. It was horrible. And that was the day I decided, never, ever, ever again am I putting anything in my hair. This actually is those stencils that we got, Paula. I don't know if this is a set you got me or if this is a set I got me, but yep, these are those stencils. I love them. I think those stencils are awesome. I've used them time and time again. And if you hear talking and stuff in the background, that's Robert talking to his radio buddies. Robert's a ham radio operator. And every morning he gets up, kind of like us with streams, he gets up and he talks to two groups of guys. And there's one that he lectures. I want to hit him in the face, but I've never met him. An Ernie update. Well, we haven't been over there, believe it or not. we really have been sticking close to home. What was it? This is Friday. When was Robert over there? Well, he hasn't been over there since the first of the week. Yeah, it was Monday when I was streaming. He went over there, and Mr. Emu was hanging out with the cows. They really don't hang out together. You know, they're in different parts of the pasture, but he was just hanging out. I think the people whose pasture it is have been feeding him, so Robert doesn't have to go over. It's been so cold, though. I feel sorry for any animal that has to be outside right now because it's so brutal cold here. Well, not so much today, but oh, it has been. And I guess I should be careful because there are Canadians in the audience and they would laugh at me, but oh, for us, this is just baloney. This is crazy cold. For so long. That's the thing. It's just been so long. Actually, I got on the Wish app yesterday because I wanted to look for the little, I didn't really know what to call them, but the little containers with lids, plastic containers, real small. They would be like, I wanted to call them paint pots. That is acceptable. And they have tons and tons of stencils. So I went ahead and ordered one that was really pretty. It's like a corner stencil. Reminded me of the cathedral stencils, cathedral windows. That I know Paula has them. A lot of you guys have them. Now the stupid pen has decided to write. You better not blob paint, you piece of crap. Look at that nib just came right out when I grabbed it. I'm not sure that's good. I'm going to try and use it because it is nice and black. So, we'll see. Wish me luck. When you're doing this, make sure you do not wipe it. Like, yeah, it's got to be completely dry. I know this is really tedious, but if it's not your cup of tea, go find something that is. That's what I would recommend. Yeah, that's so nice and black. Oh. Hi, Judy. What? I have a mug with the color your word on it. Oh, world. I was going to say, did I misspell world? Oh, you scared me, Dorothy. Now it's decided it'll write again. I guess when it starts writing, I just need to keep moving. And I'm going really slow because I don't want to goof up. Because this is the point where if you wreck the whole piece of art, you really hate yourself for a long, long time. Been there, done that. The sea is dry now, so that's about how long it takes to dry. I really do love these pens. I don't want them to crap out on me, that's for sure. Got quiet in here. I think I probably will use acrylic paint. I'm going to do a black border around the edge of it. I probably will use black acrylic for that. I'll draw the lines with a paint pen and then slap the paint on it. This has such a nice finish. The black in these pens, it's really a nice finish. Almost like the Tim Holtz dauber paints. I hated the daubers, but I love the paints. That's okay, Dorothy. You like the drips, Judy? Thanks. I probably should have looked at a piece of drip art to see really how it behaved, but you get the idea. It's all good. I just made this up out of my head. I didn't look at a piece of art. I mean, I've seen the artwork where people do melt the crayons, and that's, you know, where I got the idea, but I wasn't looking at anything when I drew this, spaced it out, colored it, nothing. I just made it up as I went along. And I will spray this. Most art I don't spray with a fixative, but when I'm done with this, I will spray it with a satin fixative for her. It just makes it look more finished. And then with any luck, that's why I wanted to come on early this morning. With any luck, when I'm done here, and I don't think I'll be here long, I'll go jump in the shower and go into town. Put on a mask and go into town. I actually do have the mask, but I won't wear them. I want to, though. Nasty, icky germs. One nice thing, though, I will have to say, my brother brought it to my attention last night, and because I was obviously bitching about the cold. We've had such mild winters the last few years that it hasn't killed off the bugs. So we've had just horrible bugs the last few summers, but he said this year the bugs are all killed. So it's like, well, I guess there's a good side. The only good side that I can see. Yeah, this is working great. I love these pens. I don't want them to crap out on me. For something like this, this is the perfect product. Perfect. And I keep moving the art because I know where I have most control is pulling the pen toward me. And my hand is nowhere near the paint, so I'm not smudging it. That would be like me, though. Put paint down and then promptly put your hand in it. Yeah, that's something I would do. I'm not watching chat, you guys, so I'll take a break here when I finish your and check in with chat. Now what pen do I need? Paula, it's I think you've seen them, and I don't know, maybe I would hold off because now I've lost the cap. It's these Dylusion black marble paint pans. I have to say, for an application like this, it is awesome. And what makes it different, now it's not wanting to work. There we go. What makes it different from, say, a Posca, is this little tiny nib, because it acts just like a paint pen. And I'll show you the difference. I didn't bring one out here, but I will. I bought the Craft Smart version of the paint pens because it said fine nib. And the line that they'd drawn on the packaging looked very fine. And I thought, well, heck, they're only $8 for like 12 of them. I'll try those. But when you see the difference in the nibs, you'll laugh your head off. Not fine. Not fine at all. Maybe better than the Poscas, but yeah. But I think they're a decent product, just not this fine a nib. And that's what I like. No, we're pretty well set on pens, Paula, aren't we? I can't imagine a pen that either one of us don't have. But if you go on JetPens, there's always one that you haven't seen before. I've been doing really good resisting, though. Got a little bump there that I goofed up. I'll try and fix that. Yeah, I hate when I do that. Well, I'm not going over it when it's drying because it's going to want to move the paint, so. Hi, CB. Oh, Oh no, I didn't. I ended up. This one started working, Paula. So I did the outline of the letter in the microperm, and then I'm doing the coloring in with the Dylusions. It decided it wanted to work, so I didn't have to take it back. But I think, and I have a place where I keep like extra stuff that I buy ahead because I know it's a product that I like and I'm going to use. I think I actually have an extra pack of these Dylusions because when I got these and saw the tips, I was like, oh my God, I better buy another one. And so I'd gone in with a coupon that I didn't have a plan for, and I think I have an extra one, but I didn't look in the place where my extras are. That's why I was so bummed when Galena was saying hers weren't working because I only bought an extra of the black and the white. They sell the colors in one pack and the black and the white in another pack. And I love the white too. The white is awesome. So I want them to work. I want them to be a good product. I'd like to think they did a lot of product testing before they released them, but with Rangers, sometimes I'm not sure that that's the case, i.e. purple paint, Dylusions purple paint. That's why I have a little container of purple paint boogers. But one thing I will say for Ranger is anytime I've ever had a problem, they have been unbelievably good at replacing it. Their white pens were, I think, a disaster for them and everybody else. Um, when I called them and told them I was having a problem, all I had to do was send them a photo of the pen to prove that I owned it, and they sent me. Well, I think I told them I had two, and they sent me like four. They doubled what I had. So you know what? I'm telling Eileen anything I want because Hope is gonna say you spelled color wrong. That's right. Oh my God, Paula, why didn't you speak up sooner? Yeah, that's right. She will spell color different. Oh well, that's right. She does spell color wrong. Oh my gosh, she doesn't spell it wrong. She spells it different. Um, Now I've got to get that pencil line off there, and I'm not sure the best way to do it. I'll try with this because I might make a mark on the colored pencil. I don't know. I hope not. I'm going to do it very, very gently. But if I have to go back and fill in a little bit of the red, I can do that. I do it very lightly, so it's not like I'm having to scrub here. Yeah, I will go in and fix that. You guys may not be able to see it on camera, but yeah, I can tell where it was, so I'll go in and fix that. No big deal. While you guys are here, since I knew this wasn't going to be a real long stream, I'll go ahead and do the borders as well, so you can see as close to the finished product as we can get. She'll know yep, an American made it. Yeah, exactly. You have 2 hours before work. I'll be on for a little while longer because I'm going to go ahead and fix this where I erased a little bit. And I know you guys are probably sitting there going, what the heck is she doing right now? I can see a little bit, so I'm just touching up where you could kind of see the erasure. Not bad, and I probably could have gone ahead and sent it anyway, but I'm not gonna. It's gonna be right. It's gonna be perfect, or I'm not gonna send it. I would honestly, this is how twisted I am, and Eileen will tell you how OCD I am. I honestly would start from scratch and remake the whole thing before I would send it. Not right. Even if that meant I sat here all day and did nothing but that. Alright, I think we've got it going on now. There's the green I want. That I don't know. Hi, Picola. I don't know if she is or not. Yeah, I don't know. I assume she would. I'm using a 68-pound Bristol, Judy. It's not a smooth paper. It does have a fair amount of tooth. You can see back here. It does have a fair amount of tooth. The reason this looks so smooth down here is because I melted the binder with odorless mineral spirits because I wanted it to look like smooth wax, where up here I didn't care if it looked, if the tooth showed through. So when I did this, I did the whole base colors, and then I melted the binder with odorless mineral spirits. Then I went back on the place where there was Crayola wrapping, and the shading is all done without odorless mineral spirits. But anywhere that I wanted to look waxy, I left the odorless mineral spirits. So, yep, that's what I did. That's what I did. The only other thing I think is here on some of these shadows, I probably could fix them up a little bit, maybe here especially. You know, I can look at it and see things that, oh, that could be better, this could be better, but I'm not going to nitpick about it. I mean, when it's in a frame, it is going to be matted, and then if Fiona frames it, that's fine, but it will be matted. You're not going to be looking at it that close to be that critical, I don't think. So, yep. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the border around it. And this is the last time I probably could mess up the artwork itself, so I'm going to be uber careful. And you saw how Bryn keeps all of her work in progress pencils. So nice. She got those boards and everything. This is how I keep mine. Big old wad of pencil with a rubber band around it. There you go. Those are the work in progress pencils. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and try the Dylusions. Hopefully it'll work. Get my coffee out of the way so I don't spill it all over everything. Wouldn't that be something if right at the end I spilled my coffee all over it? Alright. Come on, Dylusions paint pen. You can do this. 4 more lines. Wipe the edge of your ruler so you don't transfer paint if there's any on it. The trim size will be 8 by 10. I'm going to give that a second to dry so I don't start transferring paint. Your rolling ruler arrived. Cool. I want the 12-inch one. I really do. Because, well, I guess I put it away. That little 6-inch one, it's not big enough. If you have to do a whole page. Ooh. So, yeah, I want the 12-inch one. That'll wait for another day. Eileen will have a fit if I say I want another rolling ruler. Wonder where Eileen is. I hope she's sleeping and getting a good rest in. She said she'd been real tired since the accident. So, yeah, I hope she's getting some good rest. Alrighty. Now, I don't know, this is probably a great question. I don't know if you're supposed to do something to clean these pens when you're done with them. I don't know. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and do a 1/4 inch black border. And then the trimmed out size is 8 by 10, so they can put it in a frame. And another thing I hadn't really considered, I probably should have looked it up and, think about this if you're going to do, just like misspelling color. She spells it with a C-O-L-O-U-R. I spelled it the American way, but when this is trimmed out, it will be 8 by 10. So they can frame it if they want. I think Dorothy said yesterday that 8 by 10 should be a good size, but I could have easily looked that up on the internet. I don't know if I have enough black. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use, I have 2 of them. I love this Adirondack ink, but I hate the daubers, so I just pour this out and use it. But you really have to shake that paint. Really have to shake that paint. So I'll just pour it out in a little cup and paint it on. It's got a really nice, smooth finish. Yeah, that's what I think. I'm sure she'll get it. Americans don't know how to spell color. Or Europeans don't know how to spell color. It depends on your perspective, right? Have little paint flecks everywhere now. I just wet my paintbrush in my glue water, but I'm going to wash it here in a minute, so it'll be all right. And I have the border already drawn that I have to paint, so I definitely don't want to goof up now. Probably should have gotten an angle brush. Just don't do anything fast. Oh, those new stencils were so worth it. So, and I did order. Um, it's not a bullet journal stencil, but like an art stencil from Wish yesterday, and it was free. Just pay shipping. So I think I ended up paying $2 for it. That's a new gimmick that Wish is doing. They give you the product, you just have to pay their shipping, which is usually, I mean, I can't mail product in the United States as cheap as they're sending me stuff from China. I gotta say that. I mean, I'm mailing out some Happy Mail today, and I did change the packaging just because um, of the rates. Um, so yeah, they can ship from China cheaper than we can ship domestically. It's baloney. And there's another word I would more commonly use, but it is. It's BS. So anyway, I'm glad this is getting done, and I hope Hopi loves it. I'm going to stop and get her little sister some gifts and shove them in the package, but I've got everything pretty much ready to go now. And this has really been bugging me. I don't know if, I know she's finished her artwork to send to me, but I know what it's like to be a 9-year-old and be waiting for something. Oh my gosh, it's worse than Christmas. So I've been really remiss, but I'm not I'm not even going to make excuses. I just had stuff happen. And my heart wasn't in doing the artwork. Now it is. I'm back to myself. My heart was into doing this. But yeah, those stencils, Paula, they were a great deal. And useful as all get out. I love the designs on them. I meant to, I think you were there, Paula, the other day. I think Bryn ordered those stencils too. And she had done a page of them with shadows around it. Were those the same stencils? Oh, I came in late or missed something. I don't know. Um, but I had to go back and look at my stencils because it was like, well, I didn't get that many rectangles on mine. But if you look at all the different stencils in there, you do get that many. In the UK, often cheaper to use a courier than post for packets. Yeah, that's crazy. And our postage just went up again. I'm going to check today. Of course, I buy the Forever postage. I think everybody does now, but I don't even know what our first class postage is. It's bullsh, whatever it is. That I know for sure. Okay, that's the ones Bren used? Okay, because when I saw hers, I was like, I didn't get that many rectangles. What set did she order? With dread, thinking, oh my gosh, now I'm going to have to order another set. But there is a lot of different rectangles in those, and ribbons and everything else. And if you guys want to know what we're talking about, I'll show them again, because I think of all the things I bought for my bullet journal, that is probably one of the best deals ever. And when I say bullet journal, I mean Beast. Remember, the edge is going to be trimmed off over here, so that's why it doesn't need to be real straight, or I'm not worried about it because I'll trim it right off. So the finished piece of art is like a photo, 8 by 10 photo. And if postage, see, that's the crazy thing. If postage wasn't so ridiculous, I would go ahead and frame this for her too. But I just think, I wouldn't buy her a uber expensive frame. But the postage to send the frame would be more than the frame is worth. So I'd rather just have Fiona buy one there and PayPal her the money rather than pay postage on it, which is crazy. And I'm not going to do this one like the postage stamp. I kind of had considered it, but I'm not. I'm going to leave it just like this. I'm not going to add anything else to it unless you guys convince me that it's a good idea. There we go. We got around the whole thing without jacking up that straight edge. Bonus! Now I'm just going to go back and clean up areas where maybe the paint coverage is not the greatest. I want it really nice, solid black, so most of it is really good. So ooh, there's a spot right there on the edge. Alright, I don't think there's too much else I can do to screw this up now. Let it dry and trim it out and do whatever minor little touch-ups, and there aren't many. I think I'm pretty much okay with the way it is. Alright, I'm going to put my paint back and go put my paintbrush in water. Oh, CB, I can totally relate to that. Like, could you guys just leave me alone? How's your kitchen coming, CB? You should be getting kind of close to done, aren't you? Alright, now I've definitely got to go wash because I got black paint on my hands. Alright, I'm going to blow it real quick or dry it real quick, just a couple of places so I don't start moving black paint around. Another week? Okay, that's not so bad. At least there's a light. Come on, there's just a couple places. I think if I was going to do that CB, I would have to move out. Yeah, I wouldn't do well with a mess, ongoing mess. Thanks, Piccola. I'm going to go ahead and sign it and date it and call it a done deal, I think. There we go. Well, I'm going to trim the black uneven border off, CB. I have to trim it to 8 by 10. So, the black uneven border would be okay, but, yeah, no, I'm trimming it off as soon as it's dry. I just can't jack with it right now. But no, I'm going to trim it to 8 by 10 so it will fit in the frame. But now that you mention it, the black uneven border is kind of cool, but it's getting trimmed. Let's see, when I cut that off, I will lose my, I better make my marks again. Because when I start trimming, I'll lose my marks, right? I already lost it on that side, so. Alright, I don't think I'll be transferring now. Okay, so it's 1/2 inch top and bottom. Alright, let's see. You like it? Yeah, I want it to fit in a picture frame in case they want to frame it. If they don't, oh well. But yeah, that's getting trimmed right off right now. Here comes the rat. Coming up from the dungeon for more coffee.
You could use more coffee?
Well, yeah, but I told the ladies that you're coming up from your dungeon to get more coffee, but you can get me more coffee if you want. Actually, this just needs to be heated up. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at, there's a little place I missed. There you go, trimmed out. I'll pull the camera back so you can see it finished. I do have a little place down here that I gotta clean up that I didn't paint far enough down.
You want it nuked up?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And there was a place up here I thought I saw. I guess not. Alright. I'll pull the camera out. So jeez. I probably have to get that camera on the ceiling for you guys to see this. Hang on, hang on. There we go. There's the whole piece of art right there. Judy said hi, Robert, Jerry, CB. They're all saying hi, you big fat loser.
Tell them all hi.
Joan said hi. Yeah, looks like something you could buy at a poster shop. Well, I hope she loves it. I think it's well done. I'm happy with it. I can't point out anything that I would say, oh, I wish I hadn't done this, or I wish that was different. I think it's okay. I'm okay with it. I will go ahead and clean up a little bit of these white areas. I could never get you to see it on the camera, but there's a couple places that could use cleaned up. But otherwise, no, I'm happy with it. So, and I guess I could mount it on a little bit heavier piece of cardstock. And I will go ahead and spray this with a satin fixative. So it will have a little bit of sheen to it, but not much. But that little touch at the end really makes it. That's long enough. Robert, hey Robert, coffee's going to be boiling. How long did you turn it on for?
Put it 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 cups in there.
Oh, okay. Because I was saying that coffee's going to be boiling. Thanks, Joan. Pencil comparisons were a few of your favorite shows. Well, I don't know. I'm still struggling with the whole pencil comparison thing, you know. Doing something like this, I've gone back to, I like, don't spill coffee on my piece of art, Robert.
Put your napkin over there where I can set it on.
Yeah. Thank you, honey.
Sorry.
You got that a little full, didn't you?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good morning, all.
Just right. He does make a good cup of coffee, I gotta say that. I will photograph it, and
Now,
that's Robert's phone. And put a fixative
morning.
on it. So I don't have very much left to do.
pretty good. How are you?
So thanks, you guys.
You're what?
And I think I want to do another one. I really do, because I'd like it here in my room. I like this one though too, that I turned into like a postage stamp. I covered this one with matte medium, but I like this miniature size too. So I don't know, maybe I could do more miniature size ones as giveaways. Okay, that's a question I would ask, is those of you that participated in that swap that got this, would you be offended if I did that version or something like that and gave it away as giveaways? They're a lot less labor intensive than the journal covers. Yeah, I will, Kat. I tried yesterday. I really did. I always try, and I always try and get them up on YouTube. I've been having a hell of a time getting stuff up on YouTube. Like, it's like every third video decides it wants to go, and I'm not sure why it's doing that, because I'm doing everything the same each time. I don't know if it's a Ustream problem or a YouTube problem. Yeah, I meant to record, and I could have sworn I did hit the record, but, you know, like, my memory's so bad, I don't know. But then recording is one thing, getting it up on YouTube is a whole nother thing. Well, because if you participate in the swap, you know, you're getting one of a limited number, right? If you participate in the swap. That's how I was thinking. I wouldn't care if somebody did it with their art, but, all right, maybe I'll make some more of those then. And then I have stuff for giveaways. They're fun to make. They're fun to color and work on your shading and stuff like that. And if you guys want, I'll show you how to do the shading again. Because it's so simple. It really is. It's not like it's a big deal. So if you've watched the recording, thank you very much. If I can get the recording up on YouTube. So, but anyway, if you've watched the recording, thanks a lot. Catch you next time.